Nope.
Hey, we did it! Actually, like, seriously, we did it. That worked out great, Paul. Yay, go team.
You want to redo the title?
Yeah, I might need to shorten that considerably. How do I go back to the beginning in the prompter? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'm, 1 second. Let me read it and try to figure out how to... alright. Because we're going to need to do the title again because it just completely ran over. So I think I got this. Alright. Ready, Paul?
Okay.
Today, 4 of the most popular female wrestlers, including the current women's title holder, won't be appearing in WWE 2K16 for reasons. Fuck, nope, not... Alright, one more time. I gotta shorten it even more. I was like, maybe I'll just read it way faster. I'll just cut the including the current women's title holder. Because I need to get in this as CheckPoint.
Right.
Alright, one more time. Today, 4 of the most popular female wrestlers will not be included in WWE... Fuck! No, start it over. Fuck. Piss ass. Alright, one more time.
Alright.
Today, 4 of the most popular female wrestlers will not be appearing in WWE 2K16 for reasons. This is CheckPoint. Did I make it? Did I make it?
Yeah, but then you said, did I make it over the...
Oh! Can't you just cut that?
But the music is playing at the same time, right?
Alright, well...
Try it one more time. Don't say anything after.
Just give me a thumbs up if it works. Okay?
Once more.
Today, 4 of the most popular female wrestlers will not be appearing in WWE 2K16 for reasons. This is CheckPoint. Welcome to CheckPoint! Crab dance. Look, you can see the teleprompter app. Woo! Sausage, etc. Here's your phone, Paul. All right.
All right, that
There's
mostly worked.
That was not a tilt. That was just me being like, ah, crap, I screwed it up again. Oh, Megaleron says, my immersion!
I like as good as last time, which was fine.
Such a glowing review.
All right.
We use a app called ProPrompter, which I don't think is being updated anymore.
It is.
Okay. Oh, I thought it was like, it's not perfect, but it's the best teleprompter app out there.
No, we haven't checked in a while. Maybe there's a better one now.
Oh, you couldn't just take my phone off the chair. I just, in case, I didn't want it to go on the table if you got a notification. Whee! We did it! Alright.
I believe there's another teleprompter app that's like, or I believe ProPrompter, there's like ProPrompter Pro, possibly, or ProPrompter like Special Edition or whatever, that's like the new version. But the problem is, the big advantage of ProPrompter, or the thing that really is nice about ProPrompter, is it works on the Gen 1 iPad that we have here, that we use for our teleprompter, because that's all we need to actually do it, because teleprompting isn't actually that tough. But the problem is, a new teleprompter app probably will require like iOS 7 or something, and that won't work.
Alrighty. Well.
So should we talk about some
yeah, let's talk
news?
about our stories. I want to actually add a little bit to the WWE story. Before we move on from that, because it turns out that Sasha Banks was actually scanned to be in that game back in February.
Right.
So that's like, what the fuck is going on?
I love the like the official line from 2K Games is like, we pushed as hard as we could to get them in the game, but for various reasons they're not going to be there, and they're also not going to be in DLC. We're not going to say anything about what our future DLC plans are, other than they won't involve
I feel
these
like
four women.
I feel like reasons involves Vince McMahon.
Yeah, like it's got to be that. Like it's got to, like, especially saying that there's not even going to be in DLC, so it's got to be something to do with some weird contractual thing.
So, or just Vince McMahon's like, I don't think they are gonna sell. Don't put them in there. And yeah, I feel like if you don't follow wrestling, you'd be like, why do you care about these divas? The thing is, for a long time, I'm like, the WWE Women's title is called the Divas title, which is stupid and awful enough. No judge. However, why the people really like us, like Bayley and Sasha Banks and Charlotte and Becky Lynch, is not because they are hot girls who wrestle. There's been plenty of those, and there are plenty of those. There's at least a couple of them. There's twins, actually, that are hot girls that wrestle in the WWE. People like those wrestlers, not because they are pretty female wrestlers, because they're, like, awesome. They're really, really good at wrestling. They're, like, way better at wrestling than women's wrestlers have been for a long time. And, if you watched the... If you watch the the NXT takeover, God, why do I know so much about this? It's all I've most it all from Graham. There was a really incredible match between Bayley and Sasha Banks, and it was like in New York, and the whole they were doing the opposite of the chant I did on screen, which was the "This is awesome," because it was so cool. So you don't often get that sort of reaction for women's wrestling, but they're really good at it. So
and that's it's a comparatively recent thing, right?
Well, I think there's been good. I don't know enough about wrestling to say there's never been good women's wrestlers.
No,
in the past.
but these this particular set, especially this particular set of four women.
They're called the Four Horsewomen.
The four horsewomen. But this particular set is sort of seen as kind of a resurgence
of quality women's wrestling.
Yeah. And that I believe is a comparative that just sort of has happened over the last year or so.
Yeah. So, all right. So anyhow, wrestling, blah 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 blah. If you care about it, you're like, what the fuck? Rah.
Wrestling.
If you don't, it's like 2K had to come out and make a statement, so it's definitely been news. All Kelly needs is a fake beard, and she could pose as Graham. It's not a resurgence. It is a completely new thing. But I don't know enough about women's wrestling to say there's never been good women's wrestlers in the past. And I feel that might be insulting to some of the more historic women's wrestlers from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. But all I know is that women's wrestling has been bad for many, many years. And now they have all these really good women's wrestlers. And people are really annoyed that they're not getting the push from the company that they think they deserve. All right. Persona 5 update. Fucking called it that it wouldn't be coming out till 2016 because people were like, oh, you guys, because people were talking to me and Heather on either my stream or Heather's stream, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. And they're just like, oh, you guys excited for Persona 4 coming out at the end of the year? And Heather and I are basically like, really? Because it's early September, because I think this is right after PAX, and we've seen nothing. Now, I don't think this game's coming out this year, short of a miracle.
Is that a typical, is Atlas typically kind of behind on their games, too?
Atlas games kind of come out on a when it's done schedule. Especially the sort of the main title games take a long time to come out. I mean, look at the difference in timing between Shin Megami Tensei 3 and Shin Megami Tensei 4. For your reference, Paul, Shin Megami Tensei 3 is Nocturne, which is a PS2 title I have over there. Shin Megami Tensei 4 is a 3DS title I bought last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they don't rush those things out.
Yeah, but I mean, of course, you don't want them to be putting out anything that's not done.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather it be a quality product. Lots of people were expecting Persona 5 this year because they said it was coming out this year, and I disbelieved because I do not believe things that Atlas says regarding deadlines.
Yeah.
They use the CD Projekt Red logic of do you want this done now or done well? And I would rather have done well, honestly.
Or there's the Blizzard system, which is just it'll be out at some point. It'll be awesome. we're giving absolutely no dates.
Yeah.
We're not even going to give any. We're not even going to pretend that we know when it's going to come out.
Yeah. What I would do if and Gap Filler just posted the stolen jokes where that was directly inspired from me and Heather being like, "Yep." When they're like, "Persona 5 is delayed, shock," and I'm like, "It's not shocking. Nobody should be surprised." So I'm afraid of the Weefies, Kathleen. Oh, God, I hate that character so much. I hate it so much. I hate that lady so much because I've met ladies like that, and they're annoying. All right, Konami apparently done with AAA gaming. Not much to say there. Just wanted to recap all of the stupid, shitty things Konami have done in the past year or so.
I mean, the thing that I saw a lot about with all the comments on those stories was lots of people being like, "Oh, that really sucks. So could you guys maybe
License your IP?"
Yeah, like sell or license your IP to other people so that people who actually do want to make games can make games with it? Because Konami has some good stuff. Not like it's not just Metal Gear.
With the Ocean Who subbed, she lives in New York. I bet you have heard crazy people going on about Wi-Fi's. I think maybe you also share my pain there. But yeah, but I think Konami's going to hold on to their IP for pachinko machines or some sort of gachapon.
Or they'll be
game.
like, there's a new Metal Gear game coming out. It's a hidden object mobile game. People be like,
yeah,
it's an endless runner where Snake is running away from like a Metal Gear driving down the street.
Kathleen, it's not like New York is a hub of crazy. New York has a lot of people in it. And the more people you have in it, the more likely some of them are to be crazy. I've been to New York several times. All right. Codblops I'm not shitting you. You can go and watch that. I could not get the whole way through because I was like, why do I care? It's just like, this guy was born here and then did this. And then it just flashes.
It's not only 10 minutes of slides with like dramatic music playing over it, but it's just text. Like it's like a picture of a guy and then like a huge chunk of text. It's like, couldn't this be just like a blog post?
It would be such a boring blog post. But like, I'm not even joking. Like obviously Metal Gear Solid 4 sort of the high watermark for like ridiculous plot and all of these backstories and stuff. More shit going on in this game. I'm pointing to the screen. My notes off screen, but there's more shit going on in COD Blops. Like, it would not take you 10 minutes to run through the story of Metal Gear Solid 4 if you did it like that. So there you go.
Yeah, it's like no matter how much dramatic music you play behind it, it's still just I like the Polygon article was saying about it was saying that it's indicative of what they know that it was a bad idea or that it's on the Treyarch YouTube channel, not the actual official COD Blops YouTube channel.
Because I don't think people who play COD Blops care that much. It's like, all right, who do I shoot? That guy?
Yeah, Treyarch probably made it, and Call of Duty promo people were like, that's cool. Yeah, why don't you put that up on your channel? And maybe we'll link to it.
Head on that's Activision being like, oh. So somebody, for those of you who came in late, Graham is not here. He is coming back from Seattle because if you watched the Community Cup this weekend, he was down there at the Community Cup. He was one of the Iron Root Chef judges and doing some other cool stuff there. Iron Root Chef, by the way, did you watch any of the coverage?
No, I didn't see the Iron Root Chef. So
if you can watch a replay of just the Commander game, I would do that because I have never laughed so hard at a Commander game. I was laughing, but I mean, like, I think things are funny. I like jokes. The commentators, BDM and Marshall, were trying to commentate on the game, and they couldn't. They were also laughing because it was so ludicrous.
Nice.
Anyhow, and then what's next? Oh, yes. And then the last story we did is Twitch plays Fallout 3, which is stupid. Meh. I don't know. I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Yeah, I feel like while I super dig the Twitch plays thing, I feel like game selection needs to be more important. Like, choosing the correct game makes a lot of difference between something that's actually interesting and something that's just silly.
The replay should be up on the Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. It's twitch.com/magic. That happens Sunday afternoon. I cannot remember what time it started.
Are they also putting them up on their YouTube channel?
Oh, probably, but I don't think it would be up on the YouTube channel now. But you could watch the replay on Twitch. All right, so those are the stories that we did, but here's the stories we didn't do. Ooh, there's a super rare Sonic the Hedgehog game coming out in North America where you can play as Sonic the Cop.
Oh, well,
It's called Waku Waku Sonic Patrol Car.
It's not coming out in North America. It never came out in North America. But somebody found a ROM of it.
Okay, so it's like it's in Desert
distributing.
Bus territory.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This is never going to be released because it's dumb.
Sonic.
Although,
I mean,
it does set a precedent for the Sonic All-Stars racing titles, because this may be the first time that Sonic spends the entire game driving around in a car. He drives around in a car.
Why do you need to drive a car if your name is Sonic
It's
the
like
Hedgehog?
it's like this top-down view where he's not like, he doesn't do any Sonic the Hedgehog stuff. It's like a cop game, but it's Sonic with like his hat, with like a cop hat on, and he gets into a cop car, and then it's just like this top-down view of him driving around, and then like Robotnik shows up also driving a car,
But
and you have to like
bombs.
yeah, and throws bombs, and you have to like hit him and drive him off the road. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's antithetical to the Sonic ethos of gotta go fast.
Yeah, it's
You have to drive
there's like
carefully.
a speed limit. Yeah, there's like him like slowing, like stopping at stoplights.
What a dumb game. Okay, but if you want to play that, you can. All right. There is. Explaining this is going to take a while, but there's been some NCAA interference with sort of women's soccer video games.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a little bit like the WWE thing, but it's the new FIFA game. One of the cool things about it is that they have a bigger roster for the women's league than they have had in the past.
Yeah, and which is good because if you just watch the Women's World Cup, it got like record ratings and everybody was super into it, and it was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, women's soccer is just as amusing or just as interesting and exciting to watch as men's soccer. So it's good,
Yeah.
right?
But
However,
then, so 13 women from various teams have had their things taken out of the game because the NCAA, which is the college
sort of sports
association,
It's a National Collegiate Athletics Association.
Yeah. And they are really terrible in terms of exploiting the athletes and stuff. And for some reason they've decided, despite the fact that they've changed, that the rules are very arbitrary and change depending on the situation, they've decided that if these women are in this game, they won't be able to compete at the at the college level.
Which is ridiculous because that automatically means a lot of them will lose their scholarships and not be able to finish their degrees.
Right, and so the developer of the EA was like, okay, we'll take them out because we don't want to be responsible for these women not being able to go to school.
Yeah.
So we're taking them out. But that's really stupid.
That's really shitty.
Polygon has a really interesting article about it that goes more into the actual terribleness of the NCAA stuff. But anyway.
Yeah. So the mightiest Marvel comic ripoff of them all. There is a game called Tiny Mighty Heroes Unite. And if you look at pictures of it, it is basically like they're asking for Marvel to sue them. Like Maroon Witch.
Thorn.
My favorite is actually just Sabretooth, and it's just Sabretooth, but then like instead of like R-E like is in the comics, it's E-R.
Oh, Sabretooth.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous.
And Thor with an N, Miss Marvelous, Rabid Raccoon.
And they all look like identical to like the Marvel comics.
Grout.
What was the Loki one called?
I
mean, it looks like Loki.
I forget, but anyway, like it's clearly the actual thing. So this is Chinese knockoff video games for you.
Yes.
It's pretty funny.
The all-time Donkey Kong world record is new, and then it was new again. They were doing the Donkey Kong Online 2015 Online Open 2015, which is a tournament for sort of high level Donkey Kong players. And Wes Copeland registered a score of 1,170,500, and then immediately afterwards, Robbie Lakeman got a slightly higher score. That's like 6 hours afterwards.
It was because how they do this, because you have to actually play it on the
console. Like
on the arcade thing. Emulator scores don't count for the
for
the titles thing, and so they like this was like a Twitch stream of a camera on the thing. The guy got the high score, and everyone was like, "Yay!" And somebody told this Robbie Lakeman about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah!" And these guys, because they're such high level players, have arcade stand ups like in their house, right?
And he's like,
to practice. Yeah? And he's like, "Oh yeah," and he just like jumped on Twitch streaming right then and just started playing.
Wow.
And beat the score. Yeah, yes, like come on.
So eventually they'll get verified, and that's kind of funny.
Apparently they're I was actually reading an article on 538 that they apparently are reaching the theoretical maximum for the score you can get in Donkey, because like similar to Pac-Man in Donkey Kong, there's a glitch that makes it so you can't get any farther in the game.
Right, because they didn't think anybody would even get that far.
Right, and so they are somewhere like 95% of the total maximum possible point you can get.
I look forward to the end of Donkey Kong. There is a Neko Atsume live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Which is you can look at cats.
It's 11 hours of just cats sitting in a room.
Lots of people sent me links to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I mostly marked that story because, Kathleen, of course, and but I noted with the part, I was like, people probably sent you links to this already.
It was in our Slack. Corey posted. She's like, "Kathleen, have you seen this?" I'm like, "Oh my god, yeah." Like, not rudely, but I was like, many people have told me about the Neko Atsumi live stream, and I appreciate it because I do really love cats. But
it's like when people tell Cam about, it's like, "Hey, did you know that there's a new XCOM coming out?"
I know, and he's always like, "Really? No, I didn't know that." Let's see.
Still not as good as that Shiba Inu Cam.
Oh, one of the things they had at Tokyo Game Show was, The Last Guardian. This is only tangentially related. The cat dog bird thing, Trico. They had basically a big screen, and it would you could interact with it. Like, you could wave a ball around, it would track the ball, and it would like try to get the ball and like go what? And like chirp at you and stuff. And I can't handle it. It's too cute.
Wow.
Like I can never play that game because Trico is so adorable, and he reminds me too much of Baxter.
Like, if they just released that as the game, like it's not an actual like game. It's just basically like Nintendogs, except it's that guy. It's Trico instead of a dog. Like, you just play with him.
He's so Baxter-like. Like, I realize most people call it a bird dog or a dog bird, but he's very Baxter-like to me because he moves more cat-like.
He does have definite cat aspects too.
Yeah. Well, but Baxter has a very long face for a cat, so he's like kind of got like the longer muzzle. Anyhow, the most adorable. You can watch a video of it on I think it's Kotaku's roundup of Tokyo Game Show news. Speaking of Tokyo Game Show, the biggest game in Japan you probably never heard of is something called Grand Blue Fantasy. They have an enormous booth at the Tokyo Game Show where you can ride a replica airship.
Yeah, so this is like it's a mobile game that's only available in Japan. Their booth,
it's mobile and PC. Their
booth at Tokyo Game Show is as big, if not bigger, than Sony's booth, and they're just showing this one game. That's all they're doing. That's how big this one game is, and it's a gacha thing too, right? So
it's a free to play.
So people spend tons and tons of money on it. It's sort of the new thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's got like a bunch of it's apparently the plot of Skies of Arcadia, but it's got a bunch of art by the people who used to do Final Fantasy games, so it looks gorgeous.
And it's music by Nobuo Uematsu as well.
Oh, wow, okay, so it's really nice.
It's got some serious pedigree behind it.
but it is also free to play. So basically, you can spend. It's got the gachapon mechanic, which is like the little machines where you put your money in and you get like a random toy. But you put like 300 yen in, and you might get a strong party member or summon or something like that to help you out in the game.
And I mean, isn't that the? I remember us doing stories about that kind of stuff before. Isn't that part of the reason why it's not out in North America right now? Is because you can't actually do gacha games in North America because of gambling laws.
There are some very, very much stricter laws over here about that kind of thing. Well, I mean, a lot of those companies got into trouble, quite a bit of trouble, a few years ago, like back in like 2012, for exploiting people and children who didn't really know any better with those mechanics. So they've had to tighten them up a bit. But that's the thing with, like, you know, when people are like, oh, Konami's pivoting to mobile. Mobile gaming is big money in Asia, and it's not the same level of money over here because those practices are legal.
Yeah.
They're not legal here, but they're legal in Asia.
And it's just, it's like, mobile gaming it's more money, but it's so uninteresting in a lot of, like, those kind of mobile games.
I know.
It's like, yeah, you get more money by running a casino than by, you know, making a movie or whatever. But that's not interesting to me.
Yep.
But anyway.
And what's the last thing? Oh yeah, there's a new exploit in Destiny. You can buy a new item that will make it easier for exotics to drop.
So, but the funny thing about that one is that, so there's they made this item that makes it easier for exotics to drop, but the trick is that it doesn't care the quality of because the engrams can turn into anything, right?
Yes.
And so the deadliness of the boss that you fight to get him to drop the exotics doesn't matter.
No, so people are basically cheesing this super low level boss fight.
And so what it means is that there's been this massive spike in really, really high level characters going to like the level 1 boss area and just beating the shit out of the boss.
Yeah.
Now, which I feel kind of bad for the guy.
The Destiny team are like, oh, I see what you did there. They're on to you, as so to speak, and they'll be adjusting the drop rates. Sorry, my sleeves are of an even length and it's bothering me. Like, what the?
Just keep your arms like that, and they're covered. Nobody will know.
I'll just slouch. But yeah, so they're going to be fixing that. So if you are into cheesing Destiny, do it quick. You get this item from Zur. It's like 7 strange coins. So, but I mean, most people have like 1 billion strange coins, or at least high-level players who care about cheesing exotics. Let's see. And well, I guess Zur's not there anymore, but But by the time he comes back next weekend, it might be fixed. So you might be screwed, but we'll see.
Oh, and then the last thing, which is super lame, is that the new Pro Evolution Soccer 2016, which, by the way, is the only console game that Konami is actually still producing. Is the Pro Evolution
it just came
Soccer.
out. It just came out.
Yeah, but that series theoretically is continuing because they still have the license for it. So that series theoretically will continue. I guess they're making a bunch of money on it anyway. But the problem is the PC version of it.
It's apparently just hot garbage.
They ported the 360 version, like it came out for 360, PS3, and then Xbox One and PS4. They ported the 360 version to PC rather than the Xbox One version. So your PC, which is probably more powerful than an Xbox One or a PS4, has the version from the 10-year-old console ported to it, not the actual one from the current level of stuff. And it runs on the same engine as Metal Gear Solid 5, which looks really good on PC. So somehow there's 2 teams that did not coordinate.
Womp womp.
Yeah. It's people are a little bit annoyed about that. And they've been doing there's been various tricky shenanigans about showing, like, mislabeling screenshots and making things not very interesting.
Where's I'll ask you later. But that was it. That was everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah! That was all the news that we covered and didn't cover. So now, let's get to the subscriber commercials. Sound good?
Do-do-do-do.
Ba-do-ba-do-ba-bo.
Alrighty. So,
All right. So, why did I click on that? No, go back. All right. So, first person who subbed was username training montage. All right. Well,
Ooh.
we're back from the username mid-season hiatus.
Yep.
So let me just recap everything for you. So there's a guy who was stuck in a username factory, but then tried to escape, and then hooked up with some username pirates to get away from the username police. But then he did not get along well with the pirates. He somehow pissed them off and got username keyhauled, but survived that and ended up stranded on a username desert island. But then eventually username escaped and went back to society, and that was the sort of wonderful grand conclusion of username season 1. But then in the second season, he was called back into active duty to fight the username Kaiju, and then so he went and did that, and things were going well for a while, and he gave some username uppercuts and some username midsection punches and even a few username ball kicks. But then he was defeated by the username Kaiju, and then he was really, depressed and needed some sort of like guidance or inspiration. But then we went on a username mid-season hiatus, and nobody will know what happened. But
it's always the way.
But we're back because username now we've returned from that, and now there's a username training montage where he's going to get swole.
In fact, it's a
to defeat the Kaiju.
It's a username retraining montage.
A retraining montage. Oh, there we are. So he's getting like he once was swole.
Yeah.
But then he had a username crisis of faith, and so he is now less swole.
Yeah.
But now he's got to retrain and get swole again.
Yeah. He maybe he had a crisis of faith and somebody went instead and was hurt, and he was like, "No, I can't. I have to do it."
Yeah. So.
And then we got some epic 80s music going on.
It's like that. It's like the 80s music that played in the montage video.
Yeah. He's possibly got like a big log that he has to hump up a bunch of stairs.
It's all very...
Yeah. Just, watch select bits from Rocky IV and you probably got it. Except add giant robots in it.
Well, I'm excited. Well, I wonder what will happen. I'm assuming at the end he'll defeat the username Kaiju.
Username of the tiger.
Yeah, womp, 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 womp. All right, that is the username saga. That's what's going on this month. Mark Anius has resubscribed 11 months in a row. All right, Mark Anius. Hey everybody, do you suffer from itchy foot syndrome? Try the newest drug from Pfizer, Marcanius. Marcanius will make your feet not itch because it will make your feet fall off. You can't suffer from itchy foot syndrome if you don't have any feet. Marcanius is approved for use with all sorts of conditions, such as diabetes, liver disease, excess foot disease, super excess foot disease, many foot disease.
Who approved it?
People who didn't like feet.
What if my ankle stump starts getting kind of itchy?
If your ankle stump is getting kind of itchy and you've already sued about taking Marcanius, you can try our new drug, Ankleanius, which will make your ankles fall off. Eventually, he won't itch anymore because you'll be dead.
We have a full line of drugs for every part of the leg.
Yeah, like right up to the hip. If your hips itch, we can't do anything about that. All right, so that was Marcanius and that weird drug. Briar's the Fox, 20 months in a row. That's exciting. Actually, I should not scroll up so I can see how many I've done. Briar's the Fox. I think that might be the FDA will not be happy. Only approved in Europe because it was approved by people who don't like feet. Let's see. Briar's the Fox. I feel like perhaps that's a fairy tale. Like open a book. It's like, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Public Library Storytime. Today we're telling the story of Briar's the Fox. Once there was a pretty fox who lived in the wood named Briars. He would frolic around with all of his woodland friends, Doug the squirrel, and Jeff... Oh, perfect. And Jeff the hedgehog. Briars and Doug and Jeff had many adventures. One day, they were walking through the woods and they discovered a mysterious log that they had never seen before. They decided they would peek inside. Inside, they found a spider, and the spider said, "Hello, welcome to my log. Would you like to come inside?" Briars and Doug and Jeff said, maybe not. We're not really into that, and decided to go frolic somewhere else. That was a good call because that spider was Shelob and she was going to eat them. The end.
Good call.
I didn't actually want to kill the fox. I was thinking about it and I was like, nah. So.
Good call.
All right. Rakes. Raix. Yeah. RAICX. Rakes. Rakes. Hey, everybody. Did you know fall is just around the corner and that means leaves and stuff coming onto your lawn and you have to keep it looking good or the Strata Association will send you a nasty letter like they did last year when your cousin parked his truck on the lawn for 2 days because he got real drunk and then got a DUI and could not move it. Well, that's okay because you can come on down to Rakes' Rake Warehouse where we have a whole variety of rakes to keep those assholes off your back and those leaves off your lawn. Come on down today and check out the Ultra 3000 Rake Snake. It is a rake with a snake head attachment because it looks cool, or maybe you want something more traditional like this, the Nightingale 5100 Super Rake. It's just a rake, but it's got a carbon fiber handle. So come on down today to Rake's House of Rakes and get those leaves off your lawn.
Carbon fiber makes everything better.
Rake snake. Do they have back rakes? All right, I was actually pretty pleased with that. All right. Ooh.
Rakes, rake snake.
All right. Escherichia 3. ESCHERICHIA 3. Escherichia. Escherichia. I think it's Escherichia. That's how I'm pronouncing it. Carbon fiber makes everything better, just like graphene. All right. Do they have something for slapstick comedy purposes? I think that carbon fiber rake could actually be really good because it wouldn't.
There's the pronunciation.
Oh, Escherichia. Or Escherichia. All right. I will go with Escherichia. 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 Cursed human. Resubbed for 2 months in a row. Excellent. All right. Think E. coli. E. Shakira is my favorite, says Phoenix Melior. All right. Escherichia. All right. Hey, everybody, do you feel like a delicious Mexican meal? Come on down to Escherichia's Mexican House of Mexican Delights. We saw Mexican food once and thought I can do that. It's mostly just the same ingredients all recycled together. It's like, what's the difference between a chimichanga and a burrito? It's like mostly burrito fillings, but deep fried. Or is that a quesadilla? No, that's the one where it's fried, but it's the same things that are in like a taco? Cheese and meats and maybe a vegetable, whole wheat tortilla. Like, who cares? Just like mix it all up. You know what? We'll let you invent your own Mexican food at Escherichia's House of Mexican Stuff. Yeah, because, apparently it was supposed to be chia, not chica. Well, I was halfway through. Thanks, chat, for distracting me. Thanks, Mangled Pixel. But anyhow, come on down to Escherichia's House of Mexican Stuff, and we'll make something up. What about some beans and some rice and some tortilla and I don't know, like a snake or something? Just put it all in there, fry it up. It's probably fine. Delicious. Come on down today. We saw Mexican food once. We think you'll like it.
It's one of those things where it's like, when they're naming the restaurant, they're like, we have to have a Mexican style name. Yes. And so they took the name and they kind of, changed the pronunciation of it to make it sound more Mexican style.
Yeah, having had Mexican food in the States, like in California and stuff like that, and having had Mexican food here, I feel like that I'm sure I've seen Mexican food once, I can recreate it, is kind of how Mexican food tends to happen in British Columbia a lot of the time. There's some very good Mexican places, typically run by people who are from Mexico or like El Salvador or like, South America, who've had the food and know what it's supposed to taste like, but there are some not good places that I have been to and I've been like, oh, I don't like Mexican food very much. But it turns out Mexican food that's actually legitimate is delicious. All right. Caleb has subscribed 2 months in a row. Caleb. Except it's spelled Ka13B. So do you remember me trying to figure that out last month?
No, what was...
Well, I thought it was like Kethlib.
Oh, you thought that was a TH?
I didn't know what it was. Kathib. Kathalib.
K13.
K13. K13. All right. Oh, Caleb says that was funny. Because he explained his name. I'm assuming it's a he because Caleb's a boy's name. And we were just like, oh. So, but now I know your name, so, not Eshri Chia's name, but, whatever. All right. Kethelbub, says Dr. Draz. All right. Kethelbub. 2 months in a row. No. Caleb. What? I don't know. Hey, everybody. Is it back to school season and you don't really want to go back to school? I don't blame you. School is for lames and dumbos. If you need to go to school, you haven't learned enough. And you know how you learn stuff? Through the school of hard knocks. So that's right. Don't go to boring old regular school. Come on down to Caleb's School of Hard Knocks. That's right. We'll teach you all of the things that you can't learn anywhere else. Hey, do you want to know some times tables, sir?
Sure, yeah.
Wouldn't you rather know about punches in the face? Whack.
Ah!
See,
Yeah.
the School of Hard Knocks is super effective. You don't have to go to school because your jaw is broken.
Oh, yeah.
School is for dumbs. Times tables are for dumbs. Come on down to Caleb's School of Hard Knocks today and learn about life on the streets. We are located in a strip mall off Highway 97, not actually on the street. We do have an alley we can take you out back to give some good gut punches to, though. School of Hard Knocks, yeah. Sam Daharu. I'm fairly sure I went there.
It's a good way to encourage kids to go to school.
Yeah. All right.
If I go to school, will I stop getting punched?
Tim's Martini has subscribed. Ooh, a new subscriber.
Tim's Martini, thank you for
Ah.
subscribing.
Ass.
I imagine that you are drinking a stylish martini while watching this stream.
All right. So I will need a little bit more. I will need some help for this. Straight out of... This looks like a Welsh name, and Welsh names are not pronounced how they sound, or how they look. Straight out of Aberystwyth. Straight out of Aberystwyth.
That's what I would say too, but I have no idea whether that's correct.
Did you see that clip of the British?
Oh yeah.
Aberystwyth. See, there you go. I was gonna ping you in the chat, but you got there. See the video of the British weather announcer who was just like, they're like, here's the high. It's in this Welsh village. The name is like 50 letters long, and he was just like, deal with it. Just pronounced it perfectly first time.
I think he was actually Welsh. I think the presenter.
Okay.
So I like he does that and then he gives like a little smile. He's like, fucking nailed it.
That's a long word.
I know.
Aberystwyth. All right, Aberystwyth. That's pretty sweet. All right, I can't do a Welsh accent, so I might do some sort of.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Gogogosh. Gogogoch is at the end of that word.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very funny. Oh no, it was like gogogogogoch. Like.
And that's a name. Like I feel like that's a name. Like you would have to have said the name a few times.
Yes, yeah, I'm sure
already.
he practiced.
Like even if that name was in English, and had more vowels in it and so forth, just a word that long is very hard to pronounce the first time you see it. Just because you have to actually you can't. It's like that thing where you can't hold like more than whatever 5 or 7 things in your mind at once
Mm-hmm.
before you start grouping them. It's the same thing with word. Like if you see a word that long, you just can't do it all at once.
No, like you have to learn how to pronounce that word. 'Tis a silly place, says Kiwi Jelly. Oh wait, God, I can't pronounce that. Mangled Pixel. But Lanfair Wiggle is the actual name they tend to use because it's not. That's the longest name in Welsh. He's been practicing since his youth. Oh, okay.
I see.
So, all right, interesting.
All right, so
All right,
straight out of Aberystwyth.
Oh shit! Where to go? I'll just scroll the chat back up. Aberystwyth. I can't do a Welsh accent, so just bear with me. God, I should do like a bad English. All my accents are just awful. I mean, they're all varying degrees of shit. So I mean, like, how much shit do I want to put out here? I know the noise I'm trying to make, but it's not gonna come out properly. All right. Everybody. Oh, this is just Scottish. It's just Scottish. Hi, everybody. I'm here for the new hardcore rap label, straight out of Aberystwyth. That's right, we're a bunch of Welsh hardcore rappers. We sing about Welsh problems, like the fact that internet is not very fast in Wales. Sometimes if you live in an isolated village like Aberystwyth, the internet takes a long time to get there. And we also sing about problems. Well, I mean, we rap about the problems, really. Like how we have this sort of mangled half-Irish, half-Scottish accent, which is actually completely legitimate Welsh. If you've ever been to Wales, which I think you haven't because you haven't experienced our intense Welsh problems. Other problems, pronouncing the name of that village that's the really long one that ends in go. Because, like, even we, the Welsh, have to practice since children, and you don't want to do that because a nun comes by and hits you on the wrist with a ruler and you screw a top, and it's just terrible. Terrible. Nobody likes that. So, straight out of Aberystwyth. God, it's even hard to pronounce our own place names, even the short ones. To be Welsh is terrible. Straight out of Aberystwyth. Yes, buy our new hardcore rap album today.
Nice.
So true about the Welsh internet. I know because I read an Economist article about it.
I was actually reading a thing about the URL suffix, like the URL things that you put on. It's like .ca or .uk or whatever. And they were trying to get one done for Welsh, for Welsh language stuff, and it was dot and then the word for Welsh in Welsh, which is
Cymru.
Yeah, and
look at all these Welsh things I know.
They wanted to get that, and they got it.
Oh.
Like they had a whole there's a special interest group and all this stuff, and they petitioned the Internet Authority to get it, and they got it, and they were like, yes, and then so it gets put into the Welsh government gets control of it. The Welsh government went, that's great. UK company, why don't you handle this?
No! Apparently it's pronounced Cymru. Cymru?
Yeah.
But spelled Cymru.
Yeah. And so the Welsh government gave control of the top level domain to a UK company, and the like special interest group made out of Welsh companies that were excited about it were like, what the
fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Cymru. Well, I've never actually seen that. I've never actually heard that word spoken aloud is the problem. See, okay, now Wales. I know a lot of things about you. Apparently that was actually not a bad Irish accent. So, maybe that's one accent I can do.
Shoot for Welsh, end up in Irish. Maybe you do Irish.
Cymru, maybe? Cymru? Somebody wrote COOM, which makes me think of a long O sound. Your words, there is the spelling of the word, and there's the pronunciation of the word. and never the twain shall meet. Like they did, like it's so it's very hard for somebody who's never heard this or had this explained to them to get the pronunciations because they don't follow the sort of standard things that English and the Romance languages do. Right, like you look at French and you kind of have an idea of how things are pronounced, even if you're not going to get it exactly, and obviously so.
Yep. That's the way they like it.
But Welsh, because it's one of the original Gaelic languages, follows none of those rules. So it's very hard for people who don't hear Welsh to understand it.
We don't follow your rules, man.
So Comrie, but spelled Cymru.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. And it's almost as if Latin letters aren't very phonetic.
Mm.
All right. Okay. You say that, Kathleen, but at least Welsh is consistent with itself. I don't doubt that it's not consistent, but I don't.
It's just the sounds that the letters make
are
different
not the same.
Yeah.
And then, so if you've never heard it, you don't have any clue what you're supposed to be doing. So hence me looking at that and being like, Simru? And people are being like, what? No, it's Comrie. All right. Okay. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 7. Our 8th subscriber commercial goes to Venara. Ooh, like a new model of car, I think. The Venara. Hey, everybody. My name is... Oh, wait, no, I've got a better idea for this. Hi, I'm Matthew McConaughey for Lincoln. Have you seen these commercials, Paul?
Yeah.
I'm real baked right now, and I'm here to talk to you about the Venara. Which is a car? Or is it a car? Is it a truck? Huh? Oh, okay, it's not a truck. Okay. No, it's a luxury car, which is like a car, but different. Because when you're on the open road, and you're thinking about freedom, and the taste of freedom, and the taste of eagles, freedom eagles, and how they might taste if you ate one. Maybe like a slow roast, like a barbecue, maybe like a deep fryer. Yeah, that sounds good right now. Maybe just Jack in the Box. Anyhow, if you are thinking about the taste of freedom when you're on the open road, you want the luxury mobile that a Venara is. So come on down to your Lincoln dealership today and tell them Matthew sent you. Okay, bye.
It's the combination of like stoned and also mostly asleep.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've seen those commercials.
Yeah. Realized we should probably have
Oh, yeah.
that stuff. And
Subscriber welcoming time.
yay!
Woo!
We'll save that one for later.
Yeah, well, I don't think, I mean,
Depending on
you
what-
know when to deploy
Depending
it.
on what the commercials are.
All right, so apparently, according to QI, eagle tastes a bit like swan. Well, fantastic.
What does swan taste like?
All right. Nadarachi just subscribed. 12 months in a row. Nadarachi. Oh, I think I know where to go with this. All right. Hi, everybody. Are you interested in authentic Mexican food, unlike the Mexican food our competitors are offering? Come on down to Nadarachi's house of legit Mexican food. We've eaten it more than once on an all-inclusive vacation when we were drunk in Mexico. That's right, that's our full name, and that gives you the full idea of our quality. For example, we can serve you things like enchiladas that are actually enchiladas, and we know how to make them, and we know that the fillings are supposed to be in there, and the kind of sauce that's supposed to go on an enchilada. If you go down to our competitor's place and you ask for an enchilada, who knows what you'll get? You might not even get sauce, and we all know that's the best part. So come on down to Nadarachi's house of actually legitimate Mexican food that we've had more than once and not just on an all-inclusive vacation when we were drunk in Mexico, and we'll make you real Mexican food. Hooray! Listen to our authentic theme.
It's a really big sign they have.
Yes, it's got lots of very small print at the bottom. All right. That is the sort of comedic Animaniac shorthand for Mexico.
The goes along with the Rule Britannia and all the different like little music stings
Yeah.
that you have that you start when you're like, we are in this place now.
Yeah, like if you ever hear do 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 do, then you know you're gonna see a badly drawn caricature of the Queen come out and be like, "Hello, I do not like
And
Diana."
it'd be like Big Ben.
Yeah, and the Houses of Parliament, and David Cameron fucking a pig. Apparently, did you hear about that?
No. That was an Animaniacs episode that I did not
No,
see.
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. This was in real life. This happened. I read it.
He had sex with the pig in real life.
Okay, here's the deal.
That
Okay, so apparently, oh god, this Cameron thing. Isn't that Black Mirror? Turns out Black Mirror is just a documentary series. Joke's on you guys. Okay, so apparently as part of like an Oxford Secret Society initiation ritual, they had like this thing where there was like the head of a dead pig, just the head, and while drunk or on drugs, Cameron may have unzipped his most precious member and inserted it inside the mouth of the pig, according to the Daily Mail.
That seems.
I read that and I was like, is somebody
Very.
trying to do Bad Onion? Apparently it's like backed up by like a very reputable person. So it's
But
just
that like there was a whole thing about the. I remember like when Bush was around, there was a whole thing about like the Skull and Bones.
yeah, but they
Society
didn't
too.
put their penises inside pig heads.
Well, but there's that there was like some sort of big ritual that they had to do and stuff. That's like a recurring
It's not-
urban legend.
It's not.
Thing of like university secret societies have making people do like a horrible thing to get the initiation.
It was the Daily Mail reported on it because they had an exclusive for a book that's coming out written by Lord Ashcroft, who is a high-ranking person and has lots of money and really has no reason to do this. So,
To sell his book.
well, but like
I would buy that.
he's
in
got a
book.
lot of money already. I thought somebody was making fun of The Onion but poorly, but apparently it's like this is news in the UK. It sort of happened last night, and I was like, "What the f?"
I just like the idea that, like, like if it's not true, then Cameron has to like come on and be like, "I did not have sex with a pig.
Apparently,
I don't know why I have to deny this, but I didn't."
Apparently, according to Haunting of the Wicked, he was part of the Bullingdon Club, a club at Oxford that went to restaurants with the sole intention of wrecking them. What a piece of shit.
It's like I remember after the Da Vinci Code came out, everyone was like so, it's like, oh man, Da Vinci Code, it's so real, all this stuff, it makes sense. And then like they actually, like the Vatican, and had like a high-ranking, a high-ranking cardinal or whatever had to come out and be like,
No.
I just for the record, I don't know why we have to do this, but no. The Vatican does not have albino kung fu monks that will come and attack you.
Holy
It was
shit.
a really entertaining piece of fiction that was written. It has nothing to do with reality.
An initiation, according to the BBC article, an initiation ceremony Mr. Cameron is said to have taken part in involving a dead pig. So, I don't know, a lot of people are just like, Britain, you did not need to look at America's current Republican nomination race and say, we can do, and you didn't have to turn it into one-upmanship. So,
Nice.
anyhow, blah, blah, blah. So, that's, I don't even know why we're talking about that. But I feel like everybody's a little bit more informed now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what now we need to do is Dev Insanity. Dev Insanity. Dev Insanity?
We've gone through this a few times. Every time we talk about it, I
Literally
think.
every time.
Yeah.
The pig was involved. Says Featherweight. Oh my goodness. Alright. So Dev Insanity. Alright. Let's see. What is it? Is it Dev Insanity or Devon Sanity?
I forget.
I forget too.
We make fun of it each
Could
time.
be read either
And I
way.
always forget which way it's supposed to go. It doesn't matter.
I think he probably cares. Pigs were present. The chat is on pig watch now. It's all pig all the time. I feel like Kermit the Frog and David Cameron could get together, talk about their relative sexual interests.
He can go either way.
My Insanatorium is still decided whether you prefer Dev Insanity or Dev Insanity. All right, maybe.
Whichever you can think of a better thing for, I guess.
All right. Well, there we go. Well, you know what? Considering you talked about your Insanatorium, let's give you a commercial for it, Mr. Sanity. All right. Hey, everybody. Are you an overworked developer? Have you been on crunch time for approximately 6 years now in a desperate attempt to keep your job in the AAA gaming space? Do you work for Konami, perhaps? Maybe you just need a little bit of me time. Well, come on down to Dev Insanity's Insanatorium, where if you just need to flip out, strip off your pants, walk around naked, and start licking a wall, we have a wall for you. We have a whole lot of wards specifically dedicated to the type of insanity you may wish to demonstrate. For example, there's the nude ward. Nobody has to wear clothes unless they want to, and if they want to, they're moved to the non-nude ward. That's right. Nothing's more shocking than looking at a tackle and rod, except looking at like 8 tackle and rods as guys are running towards you, screaming about licking things. There's a lot of licking things going on here. It's probably because we impregnated the walls with LSD. Delicious LSD. That's good for you. Keeps you sane when you're done with it. Anyhow, you can come on down to our Insanatorium where we have some more gentle wards. Maybe you just want to rock back and forth and say, no more Call of Duty COD blops ever. No more COD blops. No more COD blops. Because you read that whole 10-minute YouTube video, we've got a room for you there. Maybe you just really, really, really hate exotic animals and you're burned out on Fallout 4 or Far Cry 4. We have a room for you there. So come on down to Dev Insanity's Developer Insanatorium, where if you want to get naked and lick things, we're there.
All right. The cutting edge of mental health services.
Okay, that was 10. So, Stofern, Kids Banner. So, Stofern will be 11, Kids Banner 12, Conjure 13, username training. Oh, username training montage is in there twice. So that's weird. So, it looks like Bezric. It'll be Ashiok Nightmare Beaver will be our last full commercial. All right, so Stofern. Hey everybody, it's back to school time, and you know what that means? You need to make a delicious meal fast for your screaming, mewling children. Why not try some of Stofern's lean cuisine? That's right, it's made of healthy things. It's like our competitor company, Stouffer's, but Stofern's is made with 100% bile ash. That's right, we take cow bile and then burn it until it's ash and put it in there so you can feed your children what you feel inside when you look at their screaming, mewling mouths, constantly wanting sustenance and denying you the things that you love in your life, like alone time and wine and quiet. Just quiet. Just want quiet once. Why can't it ever be quiet again? Stofern's lean cuisine. Feed it to your children.
Bile ash.
Just the nastiest things I could think of.
I feel like turning the bile into ash would actually make it better in a lot of ways.
All right, I looked right into the camera for the end of it just for added intensity. It sounds like my mom. Blue plushie. I feel nothing. Lord Hoskins. Oh man, remember that time when I came and caught the subscriber commercials after missing the actual checkpoint? You didn't miss much because Graham's not here.
Yeah.
So, we did talk a lot about wrestling, even though Graham's not here. So I feel like he's there. He's here in spirit.
We probably talked about more about wrestling than we would have if Graham was here.
We did have a wrestling story.
Yeah.
I did feel obligated to cover it because I felt like Graham would had he been here. All right, Kid Spanner, 21 months in a row. Hey everybody, are you looking for a cool place to send your kids after school? Come on down to Kid Spanner's Activity Gym. We have a whole variety of things that your children can do so they can burn off extra energy. That's right, we've partnered up with the local sanatorium, so if you want to have your children chased by naked men who want to lick things, boy, that will burn off a lot of their energy. We can also feed them mostly authentic Mexican food. I mean, it's just a pile of beans and cheese, but I mean, kids aren't picky. It's fine. Kid Spanners Kid Activity Club, where our motto is, leave your children here until you take them away again.
A lot of really useful back to school.
I'm really into that September theme.
Yeah, there are a lot of real useful back to school projects. Lots of good facilities.
Yeah, Grandma's just coming on his way back from Seattle. All right. Conjure Giant Cucumber. That's a new subscriber.
Well, now we have a How does that help?
Pharmacist Judge has resubbed 7 months in a row. All right. You'll get into Moose Boosh. All right. Conjure Giant Cucumber. As a fan of Tex-Mex, I am horrified. All right. Hey everybody, are you just looking to do... Wait. Hey everybody, are you in witch or wizard school, but not like Harry Potter witch and wizard school because they sued us and told us not to stop to keep using their IP? But are you in witch and or wizard school? And are you like not very good at it? Yeah, I wasn't either until I learned the most impressive spell in the world. That's right. Come on down to Bob's House of Conjure Giant Cucumber. I will teach you how to conjure a gigantic cucumber out of thin air. How long? 15, 16 inches? Maybe wide? That's right. It will be literally a gigantic cucumber. What can you do with it? If you conjure it above somebody's head that you don't like, it'll probably crush their skull. They might die. Or at least they'll get really bad brain damage and they won't be able to make fun of you anymore. That's not nothing. Maybe you really need to make a lot of tzatziki sauce. You could be a hero. Just conjure a giant cucumber right into the kitchen. Be careful, though, because sometimes it will crush small, like, carts or, like, animals that get underneath it if it falls out of thin air. But if it does fall out of thin air, then it's already broken up a little bit and makes getting the tzatziki a lot easier. Conjure giant cucumber. It's the one spell you really need.
Look for us behind the giant pile of giant cucumbers.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where it's like, I can imagine a situation like conjuring a giant cucumber. If you could conjure like really big cucumbers, like I feel like that could actually solve a lot of different problems if you're creative enough with it.
Blue Plushie, I don't know what you're really talking about a lot of the time, but I'm watching you. All right. Bezzy Crick. BZ Crick. Well, Blue Plushie, it just like, all I saw was masturbate in the middle of the thing, and I was like, what does that have to do with anything? Alright, Beezy Crick. Hello, housewives. Are you just stuck at home trying to get things spick and span, and you've already scrubbed your grout with a toothbrush, but it's just not clean enough? Why not try new Beezy Crick? That's right, it's the wonderful Miracle New cleaning powder that's half bleach and half ammonia and 100% effective. Just add water and all of your cleaning woes will go away. What can you use Beezy Crick on? All sorts of stubborn stains and things. Use it to clean your floors. Use it to clean your showers. Use it in enclosed spaces for maximum efficiency. You can use it to clean your oven as well. Just stick your head right in there, put some Beezy Crick in there, put some water in there, and voila! You won't care about any of those dirty stains anymore. Beezy Crick. Buy it today!
I tried some on my bathroom, and
I died.
And now I don't have a problem with having a dirty bathroom anymore.
Yeah, because I'm dead. For reference, never mix ammonia and bleach. It makes horrible gas.
That's why, like, toilet bowl cleaners are always like, do not use this with anything else. Same with, like, oven cleaners.
Yeah.
Oven cleaners are ammonia.
Yeah,
It's
that got
bad.
dark quick. Well, I'm allowed to make some of these things dark. Yeah, ammonium bleach equals chlorine gas.
Yay!
Yeah. So don't ever do that. All right. And then our last full subscriber commercial for this week will be Ashiok Nightmare Beaver, which is kind of funny. All right. I've done that when I was wrong. Maybe that's what's wrong with me. I mean, I feel like everyone can... I feel like if you just mix a little bit, it's fine, but, like, do not use it to clean your bathroom or, like, get in an enclosed space with that. Like, open a window and, like, aerate the area, and you'd be fine.
Like, maybe it won't kill you if you just do a little bit, but there's no situation where you should be trying to create chlorine gas.
No.
Like, something went very wrong if that's what you're creating.
Yeah. Seriously, though, don't ever mix those two. Memo says, it was a bucket full outside. I mean, that's bad, but safer than doing it inside your house. All right. And our last full subscriber commercial today, Ashiok Nightmare Beaver. Ooh. Are you looking to have a spooky Halloween with ghosts and nightmares and other creepy things? That's right, it's time to summon Ashiok, the Nightmare Beaver. He's an evil beaver who lives in the woods and eats your dreams. And then turns it into card advantage. Don't ask me about that last thing, that's a bit weird. Anyhow, Ashiok, Nightmare Beaver. Oh my goodness, what can he do to you? He will take your dreams and he will nibble them very slowly until they topple like a tree, because he's also a beaver. Ashiok, Nightmare Beaver, the scariest thing in the woods. Come on down today and get a picture with your kids. Ashiok, Nightmare Beaver's Halloween House of Funsies and Candy. We're off Highway 3. Right by the two Mexican places. The one that's not very good and one that has a really long sign with a lot of wording, and you can probably skip most of it because it's just a dig at the other one. But eat at the one with the long sign, though. They're a lot better. Ashiok, Nightmare Beaver, come on down today. I kind of lost the plot there.
I like... You can come and get a picture with your kids because it's the last time you will ever see them.
Yeah. Let's see. And then now we just have some amuse-bouche. So we have unspoken kibbles first. Hey everybody, are you looking to feed your dog a delicious kibbly treat? Try unspoken kibbles. They're so delicious we cannot speak of them. If you come into the pet store and you ask for them, we will slap you. For example.
So can I have some of those kibbles that I've heard a lot of great stuff about them?
Whack. Unspoken kibbles. Buy them today. Thanks for just going along with
How
me,
do
man.
I ask about them?
Bronze Finger, 21 months in a row. Hey, do 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 dun 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 dun. Coming soon from the makers of Spectre, it's the next James Bond theatrical extravaganza, Bronze Finger, because we are really out of ideas. Starring, I don't know, Telly Savalas. Is he dead yet? Shit. Fuck. Come back to us. Just go watch Spectre. Should
have checked that before we started this trailer.
All right. Where can I get my own spoofer? That was actually made for us. We got that spoofer at Con Bravo. I would like to maybe get spoofer plushies made or something, but that's a long-term project.
Long-term project. Yeah, I'm afraid the only way to get a spoofer plushie right now is to get it custom made by someone.
Ah.
If you do if you do make one, or get somebody to make one, please send us pictures so we can see it in its full spoopy glory.
Yes. You're gonna get lunch.
I should head out.
Tally might be commissionable. She's pretty busy with Desert Bus, so I wouldn't expect anything until probably 2016, though.
Yeah. She is commissionable. Whether she's commissionable for that thing for right now,
That's very
know.
different. All right, so
All right.
Samdaharu.
Be back in a few minutes for.
Can you leave the door
use my
open as
stream.
well? Because it's
I
really
can.
hot in here. Ugh. All right, Samdaharu. Hey, Matthew McConaughey here for Lincoln. Whereas whatever the thing I was talking about before, don't buy that. Buy a Samdaharu. They're new from Honda. Sorry, what? Oh. Shit. Lincoln. The taste of an eagle. That was literally just following on a different subscriber commercial, but Samdaharu could be a type of car. Ella 806, 21 months in a row. Let's see, Ella 806. Hey, go team! We believe in you. Go team Ella. We're number 806 in the country, but this year we believe we can be 801. Go team! We can do it. We're very enthusiastic. We're the best cheerleaders that you could find because our team is unpopular. Cha-cha. Let's see. And have torn Epsilon 20 months in a row. Let's see. That's my thinking noise. Have torn Epsilon. Coming this winter from Fox when we have to replace one of our shitty fall series that did real bad, but somehow they still got greenlit anyhow. Have torn Epsilon. The story of a professional DJ who's super cool because he's got those slutty sunglasses that Kanye West made popular. Have torn Epsilon has it all. Girls, drugs, beats, other beats, about 140 beats per minute. That's about optimal for dancing. Yeah, we totally can do this. Fox, coming soon, but then canceled real quick afterwards. All right. Alex Hopper, 25 months. Wow, that's over 2 years for Alex Hopper. Wow. I'm getting those slotty glasses now. I think you can get them at like the dollar store. Have torn Epsilon. Isn't that Empire? No, but Empire's good. I was trying to make the show show that sounds bad. JB Red Phoenix is in the SeaTac airport. You know what the best airport in the world is? And this is not like local pride saying it because I've flown to quite a few airports. Vancouver International. The prettiest airport. Really nice. Alright, anyhow. Alex Hopper. I got in on the ground level. Let's see. Subscriber babies. All right. Oh, JB Bird Phoenix says YVR? Yeah, agreed. It's so pretty. I haven't been to Zurich airport yet, though, so. I've been to Gatwick, which is like, I have been to both. I have been to Narita and Haneda in Japan, and they're fine. I have been all over the U.S. Vancouver airport's so pretty. I have not been to a lot of airports in Europe, though, so that's my sort of area of inexpertise, I guess. I've been to Dallas International Airport, and it's fine, but it's no Vancouver International Airport. Alright. Oh no, Tom Kanata, I gotta get through these, otherwise I'll never be finished. Alright, Alex Hopper. Hey everybody, are you looking at airports and you're like, all of these airports are not good enough for me? Come on down to Alex Hopper's House of Private Choppers. That's right, we'll just take you there in a helicopter. Alex Hopper's House of Private Choppers. When airports aren't good enough for you, come down to my house and maybe that'll be okay. Daryl Dutch, a new subscriber. Daryl Dutch. Alright. Hello everyone. Come on down to Daryl Dutch House of Pennycoken. I am Dutch. You can tell from my super authentic Dutch accent. I have eaten a pannenkoeken many times because I am Dutch and not because I went to the Netherlands on vacation. Come on down to Daryl Dutch's House of Pannenkoeken. We are legit off Highway 3 next to the 2 Mexican restaurants who are having a war. One is good, one is bad. Guess which one is bad. All right, come on down today. Goodbye. The Dutch again. All right. Let's see. What was dope? What did I do that was dope? Oh, maybe just pharmacist judge 7 months in a row. All right. True waffle for life. Oh, pretty good pronunciation of pannenkoeken. Oh, that's because I have the Beastie Boys to thank for that, because there is the line in Intergalactic, and I eat the pannenkoeken. I'm a nerd. Pharmacist judge 7 months in a row. All right. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Are you looking to call a judge because you are freaked out at a game of Magic and you're just on mega tilt? Well, come on down to the pharmacist judge place where I can rule upon your various judging quandaries, and also I can prescribe you something if you just need to chill out. And by prescribe, I mean inject into your skull without you noticing, so you'll chill out and leave other people alone, because you should get tilty and salty, because it's just a game for fun. Pharmacist judge. Call me today if your opponent's a shitbag. Let's see. And the last one is Talk Canada. Talk Canada. Talk Canada. Talk Canada. Talk Canada. Canada. Skull is not a good place for injections. Well, you know what? This is what happens when I'm just like rambling. Sometimes I'm not very scientifically accurate. But the good thing is I'm not a pharmacist nor a judge, and I won't be injecting anybody with anything. I'm not even a EMT. All right. Talk Canada. Ooh, Talk Canada. Canada. Yeah, Talk Canada. I wonder if this person's actually Canadian. SMS received. I think it's a Slack notification. I'll move my phone onto a thing that's not going to be buzzing. All right, Talk Canada. 4 months in a row. Hey, everybody. Are you looking for a TV show to watch and you are bored? Well, you know what? Have you tried watching Canadian TV? I know you're Canadian and I know our TV is bad, but we have a new talk show. It's called Talk Canada. And we talk about Canada because it's Canadian programming and the CRTC requires it. It's coming soon to the CBC, and then we'll be on for a really long time because we kind of like do things for at least 3 or 4 seasons to see if they'll work, and eventually they don't, and then people are like, why is the CBC so underfunded? It's because we got to put all of our money into stuff like this because we have to put Canadian content on the air. I mean, it can't all be the glory days of the Beachcombers anymore, I guess. Talk Canada. It's hosted by, I don't know, Ian Hannah-Mansing or somebody? Rick Clough? CBC personality? Yeah, we'll get it done. All right, that was our if you've never had the pleasure of watching native Canadian television, that commercial maybe won't be as funny to you. However, the CBC is underfunded because Stephen Harper mostly. Yeah, that's absolutely true, actually. Anyhow, I am off because that is the end of CheckPoint. We've welcomed all the subscribers. Unfortunately, Graham didn't actually show up before the end of CheckPoint. I was hoping he would so he can come in and be like, what's all this? But, all right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Paul is coming up in a few minutes with things on my stream. I don't know what he's playing. Is he still playing? God, why don't I remember what he's playing? Chat, what is Paul playing? Did he beat what he was playing before? Let's see. I am off. Let's see. Thanks for checking the points. I don't know what Paul's playing. Oh, Enslaved, Odyssey of the West. Right. He's going generally west. It's the monkey story. Yeah. All right, so Paul's going to be back in that. I'm going to play some commercials on my way out. I appreciate if you let them run. Supports the stream and Twitch. I appreciate everybody who subscribed because that also supports us even more directly than commercials. And Paul will be back in, what time is it? 2:42. Just about 15 minutes with a cool game. All right, bye everybody. Wait, where's my Twitch dashboard? Oh, it's right here. Bye!